Matthew has come and Hurricane Matthew has gone. Take a look at this time-lapse video from the Battery. We are now, of course, in recovery mode, but you can see from a setup camera downtown from hurricanetrack.com what it looked like as the storm moved through. Of course, cleanup will take days, possibly even weeks. The spirit of the Low Country is neighbors helping neighbors. We've seen it time and time again. People asking, what can I do?
Our island communities were, of course, hit particularly hard by the storm. Hilton Head, Fripp Harbor, and Hunting Islands are all still closed tonight. These pictures are out of Edisto Island, where people will not be allowed into their homes until tomorrow. And
Edisto is where we find ABC News 4's Bill Burr. He joins us with the very latest. Bill?
Palmetto Boulevard on Edisto Beach runs parallel to the coast, but right after Hurricane Matthew, it looks as if part of the coast has become Palmetto Boulevard. I'm standing on about 4 feet of sand. That storm surge caused incredible damage, and town officials say it's going to take a lot to bring this small resort town back to normal. A crumbled house on the coast is just part of the devastation Hurricane Matthew brought to Edisto Beach. Known as a scenic highway, it's now the scene of a deserted enclave of Colleton County. The powerful storm wiped out power, damaged the water system, and brought a sleepy beach community to its knees. Town leaders say residents can begin surveying their homes on Tuesday if they show proper ID.
They may only access their property for the one day and may not visit any other area of building. We still have dangerous areas where it would imperil them to be.
We've actually slept at the store last night, camping out, sleeping on air mattresses.
Many of the town's 700 or so full-time residents gathered at the Edistonian General Store so they can learn damage reports and when they can return home. Edisto's mayor is optimistic that power will be restored to the entire beach in the next several days. But in terms of it returning to normal, she's being optimistic. She's hoping that some folks can start to move back here to Edisto perhaps later this year. Working for you on Edisto Beach, Bill Burr, ABC News 4.
Bill, thank you. Some news for families who have made it back to the Low Country. Several schools will be closed tomorrow. The districts say power outages, issues with roads and downed trees all contributed to their decision. Take a look. In Charleston County, 4 schools will not be open tomorrow. Officials say Jane Edwards Elementary, the school right in the middle of Edisto, will be closed for at least 5 to 10 days. In the meantime, those students will head to Minnie Hughes Elementary in Hollywood. That school will open its doors on Wednesday. E.B. Ellington and West Ashley Head Start should reopen on Wednesday as well. Dorchester District 2 and 4 will also be closed tomorrow. Colleton County schools will be closed tomorrow and Wednesday. Berkeley County schools will have a 1-hour delay tomorrow. We have posted a full list of school and office closures on our website. Just visit abcnews4.com.
North Charleston officials out and about making sure people who stuck out the storm were okay. The city's been going door to door checking damage since yesterday morning. We were there when they found this trailer completely covered by a fallen tree. The owner of the home says his girlfriend and child were inside when it happened. Take a listen.
We out here trying to find a place now. Just hopefully everything work all right.
Yeah. Right now, y'all don't have a place at all?
No.
Everyone in that home is safe and have found a place to stay. Officials in the area do say the damage is not as bad as last October's flooding. The water already going down in most places.
Yes, please be patient with us. We're out around the clock working. We've been working. I've been working since Saturday afternoon, probably about 2 o'clock, and we are getting to it as quick as we can. But now that the water's starting to pull back, we can get out and get in.
North Charleston officials say if you have any damage, you need to report them. Give them a call to report it. The number on the bottom of your screen, 740-2564.
And there's really only one spot that I'm concerned with the river levels still rising, and that's on the Edisto River. We're well above flood stage at 13.8 feet, and we're going to get the crest at 14.9 feet Thursday afternoon. So after that, we'll start to fall. The other 2 rivers, the Black River and the Santee River, you're right where the crest is. So now those river levels will slowly start to fall as we go through the next few days. And we don't have any rain in the forecast, so things will get much better very quickly. The Ashley River, that will also start to recede here pretty quickly. Here we go, taking a look outside on the Roper St. Francis Skycam 4 network. Beautiful, crystal clear blue skies. A very nice fall day today. Temperatures around 70 now, and we're going to see that gorgeous weather continuing. Nothing at all on the satellite and radar. Bring in real close, and we don't have to worry about any rain for a long stretch of time. If you want to get out this evening and continue to clean things up, it's going to be very nice. Temperatures cooling off, though, so if you don't have electricity, make sure to bundle up tonight because we could have temperatures back in the 40s. We'll talk more about that coming up and get you your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Dave, thank you. Another hard-hit community, Andrews. According to officials there, many are without water in this Berkeley County town. ABC News 4's Caroline Balchunas has been in that town. She joins us now with more. Caroline?
Well, Dean, right now the big issue, thousands are without power and water tonight. But there was some structural damage right here off of Main Street. We're at the Exxon gas station where if you can look up, you can see part of the roof was torn off. And just down the road, another gas station did see some siding that was damaged. But tonight, roughly 3,000 to 4,000 people are without power and are under a boil water advisory. Officials say the advisory should extend for the next 48 to 72 hours until they can test the water quality to make sure it is safe for people to use. But countless trees and power lines are down all along Highway 41. There is a lot to clean up. Officials are asking the public to remain patient while they work to fix these problem areas. The mayor told us they have crews from both Duke and Santee Electric working around the clock to fix the problem areas. But right now, officials say the Black River is not posing a threat, or the Santee River, but they are keeping an eye on it. But it's definitely nothing like we saw during last year's flooding. Now, as a reminder for people in Andrews, they have a curfew from 8 p.m. until 7 a.m., and the chief of police says they will be out enforcing it. Working for you in Andrews, Caroline Balchunas, ABC News 4.
Caroline, thank you. Evacuations have been lifted for most communities in the state. If you or anyone you know is coming back from North Carolina, officials are warning drivers many roads are still in bad shape. North Carolina Governor Pat McCrory is urging visitors to avoid I-95. The interstate is still closed in several locations within the state.
A local church devastated by last October's flooding is underwater yet again. The Crosstown Christian Church is surrounded by what looks like a lake. The church had just reopened for services back in January. The Sunday service will be held at Citadel Mall Cinemas. Another area flooded by Matthew, Tranquil Estates near the Ladson Somerville area. We were there over the weekend as this woman, along with several others, were rescued from their homes Saturday. We wanted to find out how they're recovering from the storm. ABC News 4's Lindsay Maloney joining us now with more. Lindsay, what'd you find out?
Well, Dean and Ashley, I'm actually in a separate subdivision. This one's called Quail Harbor. Several trees came down in this subdivision, causing power lines to go down. One even totaled a house. You guys take a look at this. I'll get out of the way and let Dave zoom in. Look at this massive tree, literally uprooted from the front yard of this woman's house, tearing through the middle of her home, causing irreparable damage to the roof and to the inside. Now, I spoke to a few neighbors. The next door neighbors, actually, Fred and Ava Daughtery, they say they heard and saw the tree fall on Saturday morning. So that's when they rushed over because they were worried actually that the homeowner was still inside. Luckily, she wasn't. But crews have spent much of the morning today removing that tree from her house, both using chainsaws and a crane to get it off.
Oh, she was devastated. And when I told her, she knew I'd called her mother. But when I told her that we turned off the water, oh, she just gave me a big embrace, you know, and tears in her eyes.
Neighbors say they are still without power. Many of the people up and down this road haven't had power for the past few days. They do consider themselves lucky, though. No one was hurt, and most of them say all they had was some minor cleanup. Now, as for this house, a crew just left. They had boarded up the house. I'm sure that at some point tonight they will put a tarp over there to kind of protect the roof from any water damage. As for the woman who lives here, she said she didn't want to go on camera, but she has been in contact with her insurance company, says they've been wonderful all day long. She is hoping that they can get the damage kind of repaired, and she wants to move back home. So hopefully that can work out for her. Working for you live in Somerville, Lindsay Maloney, ABC News 4.
Lindsay, thank you for that. Now to tonight's crime report. Burglary reports are starting to come in as people return to their homes after Hurricane Matthew. This is surveillance video from North Charleston where police say a woman got in by breaking a window. She reportedly only stole a blanket. Charleston police report 15 burglaries over the last 5 days. One of them happened Saturday morning on Meeting Street. Police say a homeless woman broke into an apartment. Police charged Amanda Fox with burglary. She's being held on a $10,000 bond. Charleston County Sheriff deputies rescued 2 people and 2 dogs from a Johns Island condo this morning. The fire happened about 2:30 on Marsh Oaks Lane near Bohicket Marina. A smoke alarm woke up 2 people inside. Deputies used a ladder to rescue them from a 2nd-story porch. St. John's and Charleston firefighters put out that fire. They say it appears to have been caused by ashes from a grill that were thrown away in a plastic trash can.
Coming up at 6 o'clock.
Now we're reporting live on Channel 4 News Weather Report.
That's right, one of our favorite viewer submissions from the storm, but there were around 800 others. We're going to go through a few of them when we come back.
Water damage? Service Masters technicians are trained, equipped, and ready to restore your home after any disaster. You can't control when disaster strikes, but you can restore peace of mind.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Breathe easier when you get things really clean. If you're the decision maker in a school, office building, your home, or any commercial building, clean air ducts mean a healthier workplace or home. Changing filters, repairing your HVAC system, it's not enough. If you haven't cleaned your air ducts, you, your employees, your family are breathing in harmful contaminants. Let Stanley Steamer of Charleston and Myrtle Beach show you how affordable it is to get things really clean. Call 1-800-STEAMER today for a free estimate. Stanley Steamer of Charleston and Myrtle Beach. 1-800-STEAMER.
On behalf of churches, we'd like to pay it forward. Give you a $500 gift card.
Oh my God. They're your neighbor, a coworker, maybe even a close friend. ABC News 4 and Church's Chicken want to pay it forward by giving $500 to someone who deserves a good break in life. If you'd like to recognize someone who puts others first without asking for anything, go to abcnews4.com to nominate them today.
All right, we will get that right out to you. Thank you very much.
Tidewater Pharmacy is Mount Pleasant's only full-service pharmacy. We fill prescriptions fast at the best prices. And with our free same-day delivery and curbside pickup, you can stay home or in your car, we'll bring it to you. Our goal at Tidewater Pharmacy is to save you time and money while giving you the personal service you expect. Call us to transfer your prescriptions today and request delivery. Located next door to Trader Joe's in Mount Pleasant.
It's the Hendrick Toyota Triple Down Payment Event, and that means big savings for you. You put $2,000 down, and Hendrick Toyota will match it. Then we'll match it again. That's a total down payment of up to $6,000 on a new 2016 Toyota. Hurry in today for our Triple Down Payment Event at Hendrick Toyota in beautiful North Charleston.
LeafGuard gutters are the best gutters. LeafGuard's one-piece, seamless design works on the principle of liquid adhesion, deflecting leaves, pine needles, debris, and pests, allowing rainwater to flow freely into the gutter and away from your home. LeafGuard looks like a beautiful piece of trim on your home and not an ugly open trough. Get LeafGuard and you'll never have to clean your gutters again. This month, when you buy 100 feet of my LeafGuard gutter, you get 25 feet free. Call today.
Fire damage? Service Masters technicians are trained, equipped, and ready to restore your home after any disaster. You can't control when disaster strikes, but you can restore peace of mind.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
All right, we asked, you answered. More than 800 of you sent in your best pictures and videos from Matthew.
Yeah, they were so good. We wanted to share them with everyone else. And here with a few of our favorites is Erica Scrippa. Hey, Erica.
All right, thanks, guys. So this is a submission from Debbie Green in Coosaw Creek here. This is a tree completely uprooted in their front yard. That's a massive tree. This is coming into the roadway here. Looks like they may have taking it from across the street there. Let's take a peek at what else we have here. This is another submission here. Jamie Howell, a few cars here under a tree here in the Hampton Oaks area. You can see one car is completely buried. We can kind of see a little bit of this one here, but that's some major damage. This submission here by Keith Evans. It's at 41 bridge construction damage in Mount Pleasant. That is pretty frightening. You can see we had part of this construction just topple over on the bridge. Have some more photos here. Kristen Graziano at Loggerhead Court on Seabrook Island. This is actually a roadway that we're looking at, completely covered in water. That is not good. Have some more photos here. Matthew Hogan submitted this. Power lines down here on James Island. Looks like it came down on a fence right near some vehicles, and then a lot of water on the roadway here. Seeing a lot of flooding in a lot of different areas. Some more tree damage here. Nicole McCown submitted this tree down in Knightsville. So again, thank you for sending in your photos. We'll send things back to you guys.
All right, Erica, thank you. We want everyone to see your Hurricane Matthew pictures. Send them to us. All you have to do is download our ABC News 4 app.
That's right. Press the menu button on the upper left-hand side. Click on See It, Send It, and select Hurricane Matthew. Just follow the prompts to send us video or pictures.
ABC News 4 First Warning Weather with Chief Meteorologist Dave Williams. Brought to you by Honda Dealers of the Carolinas.
Fortunately, now we've got a chance to dry things out, and we've got a lot of container ships headed into port that were not able to come in over the weekend. The Roper St. Francis Skycam 4 network showing us one of those container ships headed in a little bit earlier. Beautiful blue sky, and it is just gorgeous out there. A little crisp outside, and fall has certainly arrived. Overnight tonight, we're going to see the coolest temperatures that we've had since May. But we're also going to see wall-to-wall sunshine for the next several days, and we'll get a slow warming trend later this week. There is one tropical system out in the Atlantic Ocean. It's not Matthew. Matthew's done. Now we're looking at Tropical Storm Nicole. It's been out there for a while, but it is no threat. It never has been, and it doesn't look like it will be. It's headed out toward Bermuda. Want to show you some temperatures across the country. We've got cooler temperatures riding down from the north and the east, but not quite this cold. Look at this. Moving through Canada into the U.S., we've got some very cold temperatures. It's 30 degrees right now in Great Falls, Montana. Warmer along the Gulf Coast. New Orleans is 83, and head a little farther west, Dallas is 81 degrees. We're sitting at 70, and our temperatures are a little bit on the cool side, but still very comfortable fall air. All those temperatures in the lower 70s right now. Live first warning Doppler radar has completely clear skies. All the sweeps going looking for raindrops in an area of the country that really needs some time to dry things out. South Carolina and North Carolina, we're going to get that opportunity for the next several days with high pressure in control of our weather. The closest system is out here in the mid-Mississippi Valley. That's going to head up toward the Great Lakes. No impact on us whatsoever. We've got high pressure building in from the north and the east, and that's going to bring those cooler temperatures from Boston and New York right down into the Carolinas. And as far as those cold temperatures off to the west, there is some snow falling, especially north of the border there up into Canada. Right now, we've got our temperature sitting at 70, northeasterly winds at 7. Look at that dew point way back at 45. That's some very dry air here in the low country. Your forecast tonight, back into the 40s for the first time since the beginning of May under those mainly clear skies. Then into the day tomorrow, lots of sunshine all day long. It's going to be a very nice day, just like today. Highs topping off in the lower 70s, so a little bit below average, but no complaints because it will be nice and comfortable. Here are the temperatures around the southeast, and there are the cooler readings that I was talking about. Lower to mid 60s just off to our north, and we'll keep those cooler temperatures in place with the warmer temperatures a little farther to the west. Jackson, Mississippi right now at 87 degrees. Here's our high pressure center, and with the clockwise flow around that high, that's bringing those cooler temperatures in, and they'll sit right over top of us for the next few days. 8 o'clock this evening up to 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Clear skies. Into the day tomorrow, some clouds off the coast, and I think a few of those clouds may start to brush us on Wednesday, but as far as any rainfall, not worried about that. Eventually, this cold front will come in late in the week, and that'll bring a little bit of a reinforcing shot of fall as we head toward the weekend. 71 tomorrow, and then on Wednesday, 77, back into the 80s on Thursday and Friday, but slightly cooler headed into the weekend. No rain anywhere in the forecast for the next week.
ABC News 4 Sports with Scott Eisberg.
An interesting evacuation. Good evening. I'm Scott Eisberg. All three local college hoops teams in the middle of preseason practice when Matthew arrived. Citadel players evacuating on their own. College of Charleston has a team heading to Greenville to practice. And CSU has 7 players just not able to get home. Guys from Nigeria, Mississippi, among other places. Barkley Radabah and staff threw them in the car, took them to Greenville for an interesting 4 days away.
It took us 7 hours to get home from Greenville, and so we're all packed in a couple cars and a lot of legs and ankles and arms, but we made it. It turned into a great experience, and we just turned it into a positive experience. Had a great practice last night and kind of back on schedule. So really the blessing in disguise for us is that we were able to rest. We had that great trip to Toronto. We were a bunch ahead as far as putting in our system, and particularly on the defensive end. So the rest did us well. The team bonding was great, and Stacks Omega was off the chain.
It is quite good. Gamecocks get their game in yesterday at home against Georgia. It's their 4th straight SEC loss. Just flat out not able to stop Georgia's run game. Although the 28-14 loss doesn't sound like a terrible one, it's still another loss in this rebuilding season. Darren Stoltzfus with more from Columbia.
Well, Scotty, the first Sunday game on record for the Gamecocks, a frustrating one. The offense bottled up most of the day. The defense knew what was coming, but could not stop that Georgia rushing attack. The Dogs rushed for more than 300 yards, pass for less than 30, but they do fall to 2-4 on the season. Georgia's first win in this building since 2008.
We're a very young team on offense, and the most experience that we have on the team is on defense. So, 21 points is too much, especially, when it's going to be a running game and that they're going to try to chew the clock.
We didn't get our job done as a defense. Our job was to come in and stop the run. That's what the coaches laid out for us this week, and we just didn't do that.
It's really confusing, honestly. It has been all year. The play calling has been good. We've got players that can make plays. It just hasn't been clicking, and I'm not sure why. But hopefully we'll figure it out.
This the 3rd straight loss for the Gamecocks, making it 8 out of their last 10 games. They also currently rank 128th out of 128 teams in scoring offense. That is the worst in major college football. In Columbia with the Gamecocks, Darren Stoltzfus, Sports 4.
Thank you, Darren. We have football to watch tonight. Panthers Monday Night Football hosting the Buccaneers at 8:30. Should be an interesting one for the struggling Panthers coming off a Super Bowl appearance. They're 1-3 and won't have Cam Newton tonight after the QB suffered a concussion against Atlanta right there. So it's Derek Anderson under center in this big game to turn it around for the Cats.
At the same time, while that obviously we wanted to win them all, the reality is we're 1-3, and it's not the start we wanted, but by no means is at the end of the road. And I think the biggest thing in the NFL you got to realize is, the more up and down you get, the harder it is to sustain that success. And the teams that can move forward and move on with, through the good and the bad, are the teams that find themselves in action, in the action there at the end.
And follow me on Twitter. We're going to be updating all the high school games for Friday night, obviously, with Beaufort County schools canceling. 3 low-country teams playing Beaufort County teams. Likely won't happen. We'll see the rest of them.
Season has been extended, though, a week.
A week. It could be 2 now.
All right. Thank you, Scott.
All right. More to come on ABC News 4 at 6. All clear on the Charleston Harbor front. Starting to feel like fall. And check out that 7-day forecast next.
Catch Sports 4 on the Bobby Harton Show, weekdays at 4:25 on ESPN Radio. First warning weather brought to you by Honda Dealers of the Carolinas.
Our client was stopped in traffic in downtown Charleston when a truck rear-ended her. Although the property damage was slight, we were able to recover $100,000 for her injuries.
If you're hurt in an accident, call Howell and Christmas Now.
We fight for the injured.
Coastal Kids Dental and Braces celebrates all smiles throughout the Low Country. We're all about keeping your child's smile healthy and bright, and we make going to the dentist fun. Call 818-KIDS or visit us online at coastalkidsdental.com.
At Brakes for Less, all we do are brakes. And not just a two-wheel brake job, all four wheels for $139 on any car, truck, or SUV, foreign or domestic. All with a parts and labor guarantee. And we know your time is important, so we'll have you in and out fast. And remember, everyone wins Wednesday, when every job is 15% off. Brakes for Less, with locations throughout Charleston and Mount Pleasant.
Trust is earned, not given. And Subaru has earned the trust of both owners and experts alike. Subaru has been awarded Kelley Blue Book's 2016 Best Overall Brand, Most Trusted Brand, and Best Resale Value. That's a good feeling. Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Come see what everybody loves at Cruise Subaru.
And maintain the love with complimentary maintenance included only at Cruise Subaru on Rivers.
Hurt at work? Is the insurance company dragging their feet and setting your doctor's appointments, or sending your weekly checks, paying you for your mileage? It's time you learn your rights. Call Howland Christmas now. We fight for the injured.
Never underestimate the power of small. The Shark-powered lift-away Speed is no ordinary compact vacuum. It's a high-performance powerhouse that instantly converts from an upright to a powered lift-away. That's big power in small spaces to deep clean wherever dirt goes. The Shark-powered lift-away Speed, the unexpected power of small.
All right, just into our newsroom just about a minute or so ago, James Island Charter High School does have power, and they will be open for school tomorrow. It's James Island Charter High School.
But First Baptist is closed on James Island.
Very good.
Some good information. One final check of our forecast tonight.
Drying out for the rest of the week.
Yeah, looks good. A lot cooler.
Fall's here.
That'll do it for
Yeah,
us.
it's definitely here.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you back here again tonight at 7 o'clock. Have a good one.
Closed captioning is brought to you by the Anastapulo Law Firm. Don't scream, call Akeem. Intense winds. Tidal surge. Listen up, it's hurricane season. This hurricane season, turn to ABC News 4 First Warning Weather, working for you before, during, and after a storm strikes.
Why do we fight so hard for the rights of people who have been injured? Why do we often spend more time than we should to get the job done? Because settling for less is just not an option.
Do you know me? Probably not. I'm Tony Kogaklis, your local Geico agent, and I'd like to get to know you. So would my family. My wife Carmen and I have been Geico agents since 1989.
Now our sons, Anthony and Andrew, have joined the Geico family.
We've got you covered all over the Tri-County.
From McClellanville to St. George and anywhere in between.
We live here, we play here, we go to church here, and we work here.
We're here to take care of you. So call us today and see what you can save.
Just off I-26 at Rivers and Remount.
Get your pink on at the 23rd Annual Susan G. Komen Low Country Race for the Cure. Register today for this year's race and help fight breast cancer. Your involvement supports people right here in the Low Country. Don't miss the Komen Low Country Race for the Cure, Saturday, October 15th on Daniel Island. Come on out on Thursday before the race for the Taiwan On kickoff party. Learn more at KomenLowCountry.org.
Talking about child sexual abuse is hard. When a child discloses to you, it means they trust you enough to tell. I'm David Hoffman. Learn how to react responsibly by visiting d2l.org.
This year, she treated herself. With less than a week of downtime, local anesthesia, and years of facial surgery experience among the many benefits, she chose Dr. Sunny O's Timeless Lift. Her refreshed look was a refreshing price. So this year, she has a lot to celebrate.
You look fantastic. New hairstyle?
Be timeless with Dr. Sunny O's Timeless Lift.
When Hurricane Matthew hit the Low Country, ABC News 4 was working for you.
It's just not going to be a good situation.
Our team of meteorologists tracked this dangerous storm
Edisto just getting slammed right now.
with unique points of view and our team coverage around the Low Country.
Every time I talk to you, it's a little bit stronger.
We were out in our community telling your stories.
I said, honey, we've got to go. You know, we just got to leave the house.
ABC News 4 First Warning Weather, working for you. On air, online, and on your phone.
Tonight, breaking news, the fallout from the videotape and now the debate. Tonight, the new poll numbers coming in, Trump in crisis mode. And the woman he was talking about on that bus, TV host Nancy O'Dell, breaking her silence. Also, House Speaker Paul Ryan says he will no longer defend Trump. Tonight, Trump responds. The emergency rescues playing out, 1,500 victims, families stranded by rising waters. New audio tonight during the chaos. 2 officers shot and killed through the front door of a home. A veteran officer, a new mom just back from maternity leave. The urgent alert just issued involving some Samsung smartphones. Power down your phones, they say, amid troubling new reports that the replacement phones are now igniting. And the frantic search and dramatic turn today, the 4-year-old girl abducted, the surveillance, and the Amber Alerts, how they found her.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Monday night. And we begin with the new shockwaves tonight after the Donald Trump videotape. What he said about what he can do to women because he's a star. And then what he did last night right before the debate, bringing women who have accused Bill Clinton of wrongdoing and trying to seat them in his VIP box, hoping Bill Clinton would have to shake their hands. And then something else. The 2 candidates walking onto that stage and not shaking hands themselves. And that was just the beginning. And tonight, the new poll here taken right after news broke of that Donald Trump audio. Take a look. Hillary Clinton opening up a double-digit lead now with 46% of the vote to Donald Trump's 35%. So tonight here, will Trump's choice to go on the attack to bring up Bill Clinton's past help or hurt? ABC's Tom Yamas leading us off.
Donald Trump set the tone for the night less than 2 hours before the debate, luring reporters to his hotel.